Okay. Back on this island. Now, I think we had come across the back way by... Yeah, that's that one ball. By going right rather than left. Yeah, because we go this way. Oh! He's gonna call the alarm on me? Yeah. Just to warn everyone that I'm coming, huh? No, really, guys. I'm actually trying to save you. They probably don't understand a word I'm saying, though, because I think Gehn taught them how to use Dani instead. Oh, but this is the main way into the village. I need to find the other way. Maybe if I go up and around? Oh, no. Oh, poor babies. So if this isn't the right way, I need to find... Oh, maybe it's through the jungle. But that's where I came from. Yeah, because that just leads to that over there. Maybe I am supposed to go down and around by where the little... by the sunbathers. Oh, there they are again. Now... Oh, they seem to be okay for now. They might get scared off if I go down again. Hi. Oh, they went away. Again. Well, let's go back up to the village. Enough getting distracted by cute critters. Yes, this is the right way. So, I believe there's a ladder on this side. We can go down. And this is where we were before, but now the submarine's there. Now, this looks like a similar thing to the tram where maybe we can turn around? Yeah, and maybe this is a right to left. So let's continue forward and see what happens. Whoa. Yeah, I remember my father liked taking me around this way too. Yeah. Maybe let's go right. Now, the left has an interesting thing. That's actually like a large, tall cage-like object. And that's where they actually like hang people upside down, or maybe by their arms? I don't know. Maybe by their legs. For their executions. I think I mentioned the work executions before to you guys. Let's see what we have here, though. Okay. So we have this. Looks like we can go up. Yeah, those are the other... Maybe what they did was they put heating systems down in there. Oh, there's some levers. So, oh, that's the schoolhouse. Is that retracted? That's retracted too. Yeah, some of those don't look like they would go over. So we have 5 switches. And there's 1, 2, 3. Huh. Well, 4 would be where we just came out. I don't know where the 5th one would be. Well, have to go take a look. So let's see what number 1 does. Just because I have a feeling that we're gonna have to figure out the combinations. Oh, so 1 does this. That's odd. Is that where we came from? Is there like a chamber sitting above it? Maybe I'll have to go back and investigate that. I think I just crawled down, but I don't recall looking around to see if there was like an internal chamber or something. So I'll have to go back there. So 1 is, I'm gonna say like it's not like a balcony, or I suppose the cliff. Okay, so that's that. We might as well leave that out so that we can get into it. And let's see what 2 does. 2... Oh. Does it extend the dock over here? Because I don't think it actually allowed us to get this one. I can never tell when I'm supposed to keep going down or not. Huh, yeah, this is retracted. So number 2 is probably the far dock. Over there, maybe? Okay. And let's see what number 3 is. 3, it looks to be the sacrificial, like, cage. All right, have that written down. 4. Maybe that's what's downstairs. Let's just take a look. Yep, so that means that we'll be able to enter that. Okay. Keep going up, which means this one's probably the schoolhouse, number 5. Yep, that looks extended. School and switch relay. Okay. So now that we have all those written down, let's go explore. Specifically, I wanted to take you guys to the schoolhouse because that's where the number game is. So let's turn around, because I think that would have been a dead end. I don't know if any of these tracks loop back on themselves or what. So I'll have to see. Forward. Still find it interesting that it's bacteria in the water, and it must be prevalent in like all the sources of water. Okay. So, according to the little map that I made, the schoolhouse should be on the left. So let's go see that. Oh, come on. Slow climb. Okay. Now we're out in the open air. And let's see what's upstairs. Yep. I suppose we'd be met with open sky and the inability to go where we need to. Yeah, there is a door over there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back this way and then head back to the start and see what's actually inside this. But first, the schoolhouse. Yep. So here we have a number of benches, some fruit, looks like star fruit, and probably grading papers for like an English project. What did this person's score end up being? Unfortunately, I can't zoom in, so I can't see their number. Oh, and it looks like they have more works or whales. They have like the alphabet. Now, what's interesting about the Denis alphabet is that they actually have different symbols for combinations of consonants like thus and chuz and ahs. So it's actually, there are more symbols to it. I probably don't remember enough of it to actually be able to read it accurately for you guys. And it could very well be written in a different language because Gehn specifically said that he had been teaching them like the old Denis, and that when someone was trying to pore through his notes because he had been writing in English, they couldn't decipher it, and he's like, oh, well, I'm glad I wasn't writing it in the language I taught them. Now this looks like the holo projector, and that's Gehn, our first image again.
Terekoi Dani, ki bayem revat, alroyem betig tavom, gabodona gayem.
Seems to be looking around at everyone. It's probably a pre-recorded thing just to greet the students every day.
Ram.
Okay. And let's go find what we are here for. This is the work game. And we saw the huge apparatus outside where they hang people from. This is a miniaturized version of it. Here you have a very hungry work ready to consume one of its victims. And the interesting thing about this game is the loser is the one that keeps rolling the highest number because they get lowered incrementally. So right here is the number 2. I suppose it starts off as that, but let's see what happens. So I suppose you have a player 1 and a player 2 and they spin it around. That person got 3. So they're probably good. If you noticed it inched down 3 times. So you're supposed to play this game over and over again to record it. This person got 7. So he's already off to a bad start. Two. Man, that guy's lucky. Ooh, that's 6. Still having bad luck. One. Wow. This guy's probably gonna make it. Ooh, isn't that 8? He's dead. Ugh. I think they like reach a limit before the work eats them. Okay, so because I already know the system, I don't need to keep rolling it until I get everything. I think the highest number you can get in this is potentially 10, just so that maybe you could understand how the symbols move around. And I don't believe there's anything else in here. So I'll go out and I'll find that door. But yes, that's how, as a child, my father and I learned the number system. And it was a lot of fun, albeit a little gruesome. I mean, to think that they would teach their children about numbers by playing a game in which you're trying to be the prisoner, executionee, I don't know what you necessarily call them, about to be eaten by a giant whale. Okay, and I'm gonna flip around because I'd like to go to the work thing, but I want to see what that door is, just in case it's like some kind of control room or something else that we'll need. Also, I think there are other ways around that might help. I just remember that it was an extensive track and you could sort of get lost on it. I've been making a little map in my notebook just so that I know where all the branches go. Okay, we're stopped. Let's see what's upstairs. Yes, and did I completely miss this? Or never mind. It's just a way up the ladder. Aw. I thought there was gonna be like a secret passage. Okay, so we already know what this is. Let's survey the surrounding areas. Now, that looks interesting. I don't know what precisely it is. So, I think I'll go back in. And let's see, yeah, let's go back to the ward chamber. There's the rock. I sort of use that as a guide for knowing where we're going. Well, at least we know the way up and out. Because it can get a little confusing down here. Alright, and let's send this along. Now, I wonder if we're actually supposed to retract any of these to create a different effect. Because why would they give you the option to? Alright. Up we go. Yeah, so that's where we came from. Oh yeah, that's the apparatus that takes you up and down. There's a lot more patches, but they don't go anywhere in particular. I wonder if there's anything that, like, stops under that? That would be really cool. Okay. Whoa. What was that? Oh, probably just the clanging of that. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a way to close the center so that you can walk on it. That's actually something I haven't heard before, the banging. Let's pull on this just to see what happens. Oh. So that's what they lower people on. Those are the shackles. And unfortunately, I can't seem to touch or get to it. I think you're almost supposed to use it as like a swing to pull yourself up to get to those platforms way up above. There's like all these staircases, and so we're gonna have to find a way to change this. There has to be a lever somewhere, though it doesn't seem to be within this structure. Is it just outside it? Oh, there's like an observation tower. Maybe if we get up to like that, it controls this. Maybe like Gehn sits in it and he opens it up, and then they let him down. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see where we can go from here. And if we can't find anything more, then we can get out Now that's interesting. There's like a little pocket over here. I'll draw that down. So there's like a branching path off of this. I'll take the right just because I want to see where it goes. I don't think we can necessarily get onto anything because I don't see a platform. But I wonder why they have this pocket here. Okay, up we go. Maybe it will even help us. Oh, actually, there is an exit. Oh, so this takes us to the other dock. And that's where we came from. So I wonder if this just, does that just loop us around to the other dock? Maybe. All right, so that takes us to that dock. Yep. And then by the looks of the rails, maybe that just veers off and over if we continue from here, which makes me wonder where the other branch went. So maybe I'll go back. Now, did that go under something? I'll have to see. I suppose we'll explore around in circles. Oh, is that a bobber? What was that floating in the water? I think we're underwater for this, but I wish I could see... Yeah, you can't open it up while you're underwater. I was wondering if it was maybe going to be one of those balls floating around. Yeah, so let's continue over to the left. Sort of slowly making its way. Now, this track doesn't seem to be connected to the track of the other area. So... Oh! Looks like we're at the start. Yeah, that's the rail. So I wonder if there was like another path or thing over there. So maybe I'll go back down and turn around. Because there seems to be another path going from the first dock. Alright, we'll go that way. This is probably going to be a long episode just because of all the transitional animations. Now, is that a red ring on the ground? That looked weird. Maybe we can have a better look at it if we turn around. Or maybe it was just a shadow? Huh. Okay, well, let's go right. And then we'll see if we can go straight from here. Unless this is the end of the line. No, there is no other way. Well, let's see. Yeah, that is a peculiar device. I just don't see a way to get into it. Unless there's like a hole back there. I mean, that rail seems to go around that way. That rail went that way. That rail, I think, just came immediately up to that. Through there. Huh. Well, I think I'll leave that for now. Oh, that dock just went over and around this way. I don't think there's any way for me to reach those farther sections. Not unless I, like, actually went down and through another building of sorts. Now, is that like a wooden platform down there? Oh, that's like the platform where that came from. I do wonder what would happen if I used the lever again. Let me see. Ah, I actually can't use the lever because... Alright. It'd be nice if I could get a better vantage point from somewhere over here. Yeah, because that's the dock. That looks really promising, but I don't know how we'd get up there. And that was the observation area over there. Huh. Yeah, that really weird device in the center is really interesting. But I don't see any tracks that lead to it. Though, I do wonder if we have to retract something in order to get another item to work. Looks like I can't go that way. Oh, is this a dead end? Then how did I get down? There we go. Have I ever taken this path? Oh, yes, I have. Oh, that's where I came from. For a moment there, I thought that I had completely missed a path. There is this nice view. I don't believe I ever looked at it before. Yeah, the reason why there maybe is a dock is because I have to close something else. I don't recall if it actually changed anything. Okay, maybe I'll turn around. And take a look at some of the other directions that we have. Okay, and then we'll keep going forward. Sorry if this is a tad boring. I suppose, what should I talk about? I suppose I could talk about Gehn, maybe. Gehn's an interesting figure. I've read there are 3 Myst novels that had come out. The Book of Atrus, the Book of Tiana, and the Book of Denis, I believe. And then there was the Book of Miriam that they were going to write, but never actually got around to publishing. but in the book of Tiana, Gehn is there for a little bit, but I think only as a child. Because he's half Denis and half human. His mother was human and had come from the surface of Earth down into the depths of Denis. Yeah, because the Denis are actually like a subterranean people. Though they look remarkably human. Alright, so we're back at the switches. Finally the animation stops. And in the book of Atrus, it pretty much just highlights Gehn having abandoned Atrus with his grandmother for a while. How he had actually eventually come back for him with the sole purpose of, you know, teaching him about the art. Now I think it was, let's see, the dock, the cliff. Let's try the cliff. So that retracts it. I mean, it's the only combination that we haven't really tried. We do have a way out, though. So long as it's that. Yeah, everything else seems to be in order. Whoops. Okay. Ah! Come on! Let me down! You have to look for the little mouse cues. Okay. So we have this. I don't think we can go forward anymore. So we have to go back. Alright, so we're gonna go down, and I just want to see what that other area looks like, because as I had mentioned back before in the sort of wood age, whenever there's an option to turn something off that you had to have on previously because you've been able to circumvent with another way around, it's usually a good sign. I know I'm probably going to have to do that with the bridges around the gold dome, because that one antechamber that we saw at the very, very beginning has various different branching paths. And what I assume it would do is, you know how we had to initially go across the big bridge to get to the main dome? We could actually retract that, like put it upwards. And I always wanted to see if there was like some kind of upper area that we could get to if we just could get to the other side. Yeah, so this is open air. Yeah, because we can't reach that. But it's what we want. Let's go forward to the other dock. Yeah, that's just like the shadow of another ring. Interesting. I hope that there would be a pocket next to that large device in the center, like if it was some kind of weird telescope. Yeah, because there's that like crevice. Okay. And we're going up to the other dock. Sorry if there's like these little chirps. I've noticed that at the end of the sub animations there are these little blips. Okay. So let's go up and around. I just want to see if there's anything there. Or do I have to go around the other side? Oh, I forgot. Aw, poor babies. Sorry if I'm clicking a little fast here. Alright. And I think the other path was maybe this way. You have to go up and around and down to see the sunbathers. They always come back. I mean, it's probably just their spot. Hey guys. Sorry. And this is the animation if you frighten them. That guy sort of goes, yeah, huh. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm interrupting your beauty rest. And then you see them swim away. Sorry, guys. I'm in a rush. I have to save Catherine. Oh yeah, that was the whole like one path thing before that had confused me. Huh. Did it really just did that? I thought for sure that it would change something. I wonder what would happen if I like brought the sub up again. 'Cause isn't the sub platform... No, it doesn't look really movable. Well, maybe I'll have to revisit that later. I think my issue is sometimes I get like flashbacks to when I was a child and I like remember very specific things, but some of them might be like false memories. And I really should be experiencing this as though it was the first time, but there are just things that I remember. Okay, there's a bunch of bugs. Now, I know that we have a couple more balls to find, probably. But we just haven't found any more of them. I'm a little worried that I haven't been inspecting these trails as much as I should, because there could be hidden clues. Sometimes you can actually like look down. I just don't know if I ever had... Oh, little lamp and a bunch of ferns. Trees. I don't see any buttons or things around here. That's the Moiety dagger. Whoa, hey, was that Beetle? Yeah, Beetle was flitting in the air. Mushrooms. Tree. I'm still curious about the totem. Oh, more mushrooms. I always love fungi. Fungi are so much fun, especially when they're larger than usual. Yeah, I don't see any kind of... Whoa! What? Oh! It is a button.